What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing today? All right. Let me get up, fix the camera. I don't like the angle of the camera right now. There we go. All right. What's up, y'all? So I put out a video yesterday. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you guys was asking me to check into rather Beyonce, you know what I mean, sacrifice somebody for Cowboy Carter tour, like with all the celebrity deaths and then Beyonce being on tour at the same time. So anyway, we talked about that. I noticed a lot of you guys in the comments was asking about whether Beyonce was still last, whether her career was still last, rather they're, asking about the next superstar, which I have done a reading on the next superstar. Y'all can go back into my thing and check it out. You know what I mean? But how about I thought it would be interesting for us to look into, is anybody ever planning on stealing Beyonce's, life force like she's allegedly done to other celebrities? You know what I mean? Like we talked about her being on tour where all of the greats died. Will somebody ever do that to her? So that's what we're gonna look into in this video today. Y'all know that while I'm lighting my sage, I gotta put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I'm going to state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. Like I said, we're going to look into what's going on with Beyonce. Is she ever going to be sacrificed or have her life force stolen, whatever you want to call it? Well, matter of fact, we can even make a twist on it. Let's ask if the next female superstar, if that's how she's going to get the rise. You know what I mean? Anyways, the sage is almost completely lit. So while that's done, let me grab these cards real quick, these tarot cards, and let's get to reading into it. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, though. Do y'all think that somebody eventually is gonna come along and take Beyonce's life force? Spirit, will someone eventually come along and sacrifice Beyonce? Will that person be bigger than her spirit if they do come along and sacrifice her? All right, let's focus. Spirit, will somebody eventually come along and sacrifice Beyonce? I believe so. What goes around comes around in that industry. Yeah, I agree with you, sweetie. But let's see. All right, one more and then we're going to pull. All right. I feel the energy of the card shifting. We ready. Here we go. One more and then we're going to pull. Here we go. All right, y'all. So let's check into rather. Okay, you got the nine. You see, you guys notice something? The first card up was the Nine of Cups. I find that to be interesting. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because not only is the Nine of Cups a yes card, it's also the card of getting exactly what you want and your wishes being fulfilled. Now, it's funny how next to it is the Devil reversed, which talks about a toxic person. So that means that eventually somebody's going to come up in this industry and take her spot. But let's pull some more cards and let's see what I think the public is going to eventually move on from Beyonce. This is what I'm seeing in the cards. You know what I mean? This is her biggest fear. Beyonce is scared that somebody is going to come along and be considered better than her one day, which I'm seeing that it is going to happen. The Illuminati, allegedly, you know what I mean? I'm seeing a secret society. So that secret society that they belong to, whether you want to call it the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? The Illuminati sacrifices people. You know what I mean? She sacrificed plenty of people, but the thing of the matter is, I'm feeling like there's like this understudy. Her understudy is coming up after her. I'm still feeling like, cause okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. In the last video when I read about the new superstar or whatever, the new mega star that's gonna be like big and large too. Now I don't know if it's the very next one, but I'm feeling like this is going to be the one that take Beyonce's spot. I'm feeling like, remember I said last time it was Blue Ivy, and I'm still feeling like that. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why I still feel like it was Blue Ivy. You got the Page of Pentacles in reverse right here, right, which talks about the understudy. You know what I mean? So people are saying it's allegedly Tyler. Hold on, somebody. These things is moving quick. They should, because she is overrated now. She is carrying very bad energy. She loves using her kids for money too. She will meet. Yeah, the thing went by fast. All right, so hold on. Yeah, people were saying it was Tyler, but I'm feeling like it's her understudy, and I feel like Blue Ivy right now is on tour with her as her understudy. Correct? Now, if I read the next row of cards, Beyonce also hasn't been making very good judgment, you know what I mean, in the industry. I just feel like her time is weaning with us. You know what I mean? Her time is weaning. You know, she's been rich, she's been famous for, she's had her hot minute, you know what I mean? But now I feel like she feels like she has to keep doing stuff to remain relevant because her relevancy is fading. You know what I mean? And eventually she's going to get replaced. Look at, you got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Somebody being fired from their job. I'm feeling like they're eventually, look, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like a negative turn in circumstances. Her timing is running out. Her time is running out. They're gonna move on to somebody better than her, bigger than her. You know what I mean? Somebody younger, somebody more enthusiastic. I really do feel like this is why they've been promoting Blue Ivy. They building Blue Ivy's career off of Beyonce's back. You know what I mean? Let me see here. I even feel like she's been kind of told this, that her days is numbered. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's feeling intimidated by Blue Ivy, and this is why she didn't want her on tour with her. Allegedly, this is unable to escape too. You know what I mean? There's been other high priestess of this organization, but it's like you don't keep it forever. You don't keep that forever because they're, you know what I mean? Like you guys said, she's slipping into obscurity. You notice she's doing stuff like you said, like bringing her kids on stage. She even linked back up with Destiny's Child, I think, on one of her shows. Like anything to remain relevant, I'm feeling like Beyonce's doing right now because her fan base ain't what it used to be. The public don't got as much love for her, and if the public ain't got as much love, the Illuminati don't. Or I'm gonna call it the secret society, the Illuminati. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like they really is trying to build Blue up to be that next one because I mean, I guess it would be ironic that her daughter would take her spot. Let me see here. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Wow. Why Blue Ivy doesn't sing, only dance? Well, my thing is, we don't know if Blue Ivy can sing. Right or wrong. They've never shown us whether she could sing or not. You don't know that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You don't know whether she can or she can't. Look. Beyonce's struggling right now. Does Beyonce got some things going on with her legs or something like that? I'm seeing something's up with Beyonce's legs, which means she's not going to be able to do this long term. What if behind the scenes they're propping Blue to sing? Probably to keep her family rich, like pass the torch. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. But my thing is does Beyonce got something going on with her legs or something like that? Let me see. Hold on. They overworked Beyonce. They worked her like a mule horse. But let me see here. Hold on. So I read the first one. Something is going on with her legs that's blocking her from like continuing on performance. She's gonna have to sit down soon. I don't know what's going. Like I'm seeing some kind of injury. Yeah, she had a bad knee. She had surgery. She old, probably from aging. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So she does have something going on with her leg because I'm feeling like that's one of the reasons why they like, you know, if y'all notice with this tour, Blue Ivy's been the headlines. I mean, of course, supposedly Beyonce's the headliner because it's supposed to be her tour. But everybody's been talking about Blue Ivy. They've been hyping up Blue Ivy for this tour. I'm feeling like she's the one they're gonna pass the torch to. Look, see, Page of Cups, child. Her child is going to prosper. She's not happy about this though. Don't I mean? Look, the Empress in reversed. Look, she don't want her child to take her spot. She wants to keep her spot. Like she's like, nah, man, I can still do it, but it's like I'm feeling like they're trying to move it to her child. And let me see here. She's kind of feeling jilted about that. Um, let's pull the oracle card, see what else is going on because I think she already have gotten her walking papers. I think she kind of knows. that is you know what I mean. They're gonna take her. They're gonna dominate her. Now, my thing is sacrificing. I don't know if it's gonna be full on sacrifices, but she's at least get ready to get pushed out the way. No, she said it was from an injury from a long time ago, and I guess she injured it again, and she had to get surgery. Okay, well, something is up with her legs. Something wrong with her. She's not gonna be able to continue performing. Wonder if Blue Ivy is even a child. I heard Jay Z cheated. This thing went off if I could read it all. All right, so Spirit, come on, talk to me further. Is Blue Ivy get ready to take Beyonce's place? Because I feel like the cards is a legend that I feel like they grooming Blue Ivy for the spotlight. Let me see. Is Blue Ivy get ready to be the next star? It was in her documentary for Renaissance. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm not a Beyonce hater either, but I'm not a Beyonce fan. I've heard some of her songs. I like some of them, but I'm not head over heels for her. Not. I'm just like she. To me, she's apples and oranges. I could take her leave her. Okay, Ashley Carmen. Yeah, I'm not part of the Beehive. Now I'm not against the Beehive. I'm neutral. She has a couple songs I like, but I ain't. But I'm not like, oh my God, Beyonce. I'm such a fan. That's not me. All right, so Spirit, come on, tell me, is Blue Ivy taking Beyonce's place? All right, me too. I actually like Destiny's Child better. I prefer Destiny's Child better. I was a fan. I ain't gonna say a fan, but I like Destiny's Child. But I really do feel like Beyonce lasted way longer than I would have gave her. And I'm being completely honest. I'm not trying to be rude. Just trying to tell the truth. All right, sorry. Let me pull these cards. All right, all right, Spirit. Here we go. And so many physics say she is the voice of Jay Z. Psychics say she's the voice of Jay Z. But one of them said she will probably release Act 3 in August. Kelly was the best one, in my opinion. I hear you. I hear you, sweetie. Let me get these cards and let's see if Beyonce is Blue is replacing Beyonce. And that could be why she's been so fussy with her back behind the scenes. Okay, this jumped out. This jumped out. The consume card jumped out and reversed. Y'all know I tell y'all about these jumping tarot cards. I think she's consumed with anger and jealousy. And I noticed consumed reverse jumped out when I was saying that could be why she's been kind of hard on her backstage from what they've been alleging. Look, transform. Yep. I think allegedly what Spirit is trying to say, she's consumed with jealousy because there's going to be a transformation of stars is transformed into blue because that was the question. So you got joy, you got heal in reverse. Beyonce leg ain't gonna heal. I mean, it's not to where she could keep performing. You got hunt in reverse. You got Dill. Beyonce has an alter ego named Sasha Fierce. Maybe a jealous demon on her. I've done a reading on Beyonce Sasha Fierce. What you could do is go into my Beyonce playlist, right? Look up the live. I mean, go down to Beyonce playlist. It should be a live of asking, is Sasha Fierce a real entity? You could watch that, and that talks about Sasha Fierce. Then you got Fear. She's scared that they're gonna give Blue a deal because she's all messed up. She's trying to act like she ain't scared, but she knows that she's trying. This is why I feel like she was trying to sabotage Blue, allegedly on the trip. Hold on. Will do. I'll check it. I just became a new subscriber. Oh well, welcome, Ashley, sweetie. Yeah, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let me see. She's trying to act like she's not, you know what I mean, worried, but deep down inside she is worried. So she's trying to do like cunning memes. This is why she kept cutting Blue down allegedly, like on tour. Like I think I did a previous reading where I was saying how that Beyonce is pretty harsh and hard on Blue on the tour or whatever because she knows I always get confused between tarot readers and psychics because they said she is a nurturing mother. No, I don't say that on here. I have plenty of videos between Beyonce and her kids, sweetie. You're welcome to check them out. Go to the playlist, look up the Beyonce playlist. There's plenty of them. I don't see it in the cards of her being a nurturing mother. Like I said, it's all alleged, but what I be seeing when I do readings on her mothering skills is that she wants the public to believe she's one. That's probably because that is Beyonce, but not Sasha Fierce. Just I'm not gonna give it away. Please go just check out my Beyonce playlist. I did all kind of readings on Beyonce on this channel. Her parenting, who Sasha Fierce is, her rivalry with other people. You can check it all out. Go check out the playlist. All of them is in there, sweetie. So anyway, let me get back to reading what I was reading. Let me see here. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So let me go back. Let me go back. All right. So what I was saying was that Kasum jumped out, which I feel like this whole thing, Kasum's this is all she thinks about because she knows she's reached the end of her contract. You know what I mean? They get ready to transform superstardom from her to her daughter. This is what I'm seeing. Um, hmm. She feels pushed out. This is what it is. She feels pushed out, but know that that knee is messed up. I think this is the reason why she's still trying to work on that busted knee. Y'all said it was a knee, right? Because y'all said something's going on with her leg, allegedly. You know what I mean? So her biggest fear, though, is Blue taking over, with her. She's so serious. She's been so serious about being, staying on top, rather it's cunning means or working hard. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to say, like I said, she's not a good entertainer. I give her a good entertainer, but she's built her career, you know what I mean, on staying number one, staying on top. Even if it is in her family, I feel like she feels like she needs to defend her crown at all times, even against her own child. It's just has become second nature to her. You know what I mean? Let me see. I'm cleansing the thing. She's always won. This has always been, what she's been about. She's always won, no matter how if she had to trip somebody up or not. Wow, that's trifling. Oh, trust me, sweetie. I tell the truth about Beyonce on this channel. I don't, like I said, I don't have anything against her, but I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? And I'm just here to report back what Spirit is saying. Now let me see here. Blue Ivy's younger. Blue Ivy's a stronger candidate. You know what I mean? And they also feel like Blue Ivy's in the same family, so they could really spin this narrative of her coming from superstar parents to create her own. You know what I mean? Within her right. No, Beyonce is trifling. I believe you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but the cards be saying some things. That's what the cards be saying. Adaption, memory in reverse. Let me see. Then you got confidence in reverse. Beyonce ain't taking too kindly to this. This is what my gut is saying about this. She's not taking too kindly to being possibly replaced by her daughter. You know what I mean? Beyonce's got to be number one. Her children can't outshine her, but they have to outshine everybody else, allegedly, what I'm feeling from this reading. You know what I mean? She don't like Blue is just like every other competition to her. I feel like she feels in competition with Blue too, allegedly. What I'm seeing in the cards and what my gut is saying. Let me see here. Let me pull these last bit of is Blue her daughter? Does the card say? I've done this reading, sweetie. Like I said, that's why I said go back to the Beyonce playlist, sweetie. When you finish watching me, when I click off, trust me. A lot of those questions you got because you're a new subscriber, sweetie. I've done those readings. Okay, just go binge watch it. Go see. I answer that question. Yeah, got you, sweetie. So let me see here. Create, reveal, and reversed, which means it's probably the opposite. She's trying to keep Blue Ivy from that spotlight. I feel like she's even tried to steal Blue Ivy's energy, allegedly, and try to make it so that this girl has nothing but chaos and cruelty in her life. I feel like she tried to curse her own daughter. Oh wow. Oh wow. I feel like this is what the card is trying to say. She tried to put a curse on her own daughter. On Blue, allegedly. Tried to make Blue imbalance. Like she's always about eliminating competition, allegedly, what I'm seeing in the cards. So I have a question for y'all. Write it in the chat. Do y'all want me to end the live right here, or do y'all want me to look into rather Beyonce has tried to curse Blue Ivy? Because this is what, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to end the live because I don't like to mix up subjects, right? We're going to end this live. I'm going to come right back on with another live. You know what I mean? And we're going to do a reading on whether Beyonce has tried to curse Blue Ivy. How about that? Y'all cool with that? All right, come right back in about 5 minutes. We're gonna take a 5 minute intermission, and I'm gonna pull out another live, and we're gonna look into whether Beyonce has tried to send magic on Blue Ivy. But this is what I'm seeing in the cards, so we're gonna do a reading on this. Thank you, babies. I'll see y'all in 5 minutes.